Okay, we're doing it. We're starting a podcast.
Yeah.
I thought, there's not enough podcasts out there,
True.
and we need to have one
Yeah.
because what we say matters.
Hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
Exactly.
The viewers at home?
To the viewers at home, what's the name of our podcast?
Two Hannahs in a pod.
Two Hannahs in a Pod. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are two Hannahs in a pod. So let's talk. Our first topic is introductions. So tell me about yourself, Hannah.
I am a green belt. I'm a green belt in karate.
Mm-hmm. You can kick some butt.
Yep.
And what do you have to do to be a green belt, actually?
Well, you gotta do moves, and then after that, it's tip testing, and then you gotta review, and then you gotta tip test.
Tip test?
Tip testing.
So that's like when you're still a green belt, but you'll get a stripe on it or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta put tape on it, and then you gotta do it in front of a grandmaster or a sensei.
Okay.
And then you gotta do it in front of them, and then after that, you gotta do another moves, and then you have to stand there and wait until if you get it right or not.
Okay. And you got it right because you're a green belt. What's after green?
Brown.
Brown and then black?
Yes.
Oh my God. When you're a black belt, you gotta come in and throw somebody on the floor.
And then on Thursdays is sparring.
And you spar.
Yeah.
Who do you have partners for sparring? Is it just anyone in the class?
It's sparring with others, and then you take turns.
Okay.
With different other
ones. I'll have to go to one of your sparring matches. Maybe when you're gonna get your black belt, I'll come. We'll do the podcast there. No, I'm just kidding. So let's introduce maybe what this program is. So, I'll introduce myself first, actually. So my name's also Hannah, and I teach here at this nonprofit called Futures Explored.
Not the other Hannah.
Not the other Hannah. How do people tell us apart in program?
Well, I go by Hannah the karate student.
Hannah the karate student. And if someone's like, which Hannah are you talking about? You go, well, only one of us does karate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I teach here at this program. I started here 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, I started teaching here. And yeah, we have the same name and the same last initial, Hannah S. So it's really hard to tell us apart. But again, only one of us does karate. So it's pretty easy to distinguish us.
Mm-hmm. I can also spin a basketball on my finger.
And she can also I can do that too. We should do a basketball episode.
I'm going to do some tricks.
So what is, for those who don't know what Futures Explored is, where our program is, what is Futures Explored?
It's based on intellectual disabilities.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit
organization
where adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities can come and grow and learn. And what?
To come together as one.
To come together as one. Yeah. I mean, we're the film and media branch here in Stockton. There are other film and media branches around. And then there are other, aspects of Futures Explored. A lot of folks who are nonverbal, who have limited mobility, there are programs for them. But here in Stockton, we are a film school here. And we teach sort of job training skills, communication skills, all around the world of filmmaking. So preparing you guys for the working world through filmmaking. What would you say is your favorite part about Futures Explored?
Making tons of movies. Hopefully going to become in Hollywood, working with Hollywood.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? That's my goal too, actually. Yeah, my goal is to be a screenwriter and write movies. And I'm pursuing that goal. I made a film here with you.
Yeah.
The Broke Project.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite project that you filmed here?
Curse Geisha. The Ask the Shaman. Broke Project. There's a lot of them.
I know. We film a lot here, and there's more to come,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Each week on our podcast, we're going to have a hot topic. Hot Topics with the Hannahs. That's our segment. And since this topic is introductions, let's kind of talk about ways we like meet people and what's the best way to like introduce yourself to someone.
Definitely not online.
Not online. Interesting. Why do you say that?
There might be some hackers and scams that are out there, so I highly recommend don't do it online, but go in person.
Where do you think the best place is to meet people out in the world?
Like work, schools, business,
Work,
concerts.
School. Concerts. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah.
Anywhere around the world can be anyone in the airport.
In the airport.
And also on the flight.
But, you know, so I agree with you, actually.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten too dependent on our phones.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's kind of isolating to be staring at a screen. That human connection that we're all wanting is out in the world, and it's not on our screens. But I think it's really hard for people to kind of get over that comfort of having that phone in front of their face. What do you think the best way is to, like, maybe if you go up to someone, you say, hey, that person looks cool, I want to talk to them, but they're staring at their phone. What would you say to them?
Put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. So don't be afraid to go up to that person and be like, hey, what are you looking at on your phone? Or like, I don't know. I'm a shy person, actually. And I have struggles going up to strangers and talking to them. And I don't know. Are you the same way? Or are you like confident and you go up to people and you're like, hey, I'm Hannah. What's up?
Here and there.
Here and there.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends on the vibe someone's giving off.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is, like, if you met somebody, do you go in for a handshake? Or do you just like kind of, you know, just like maybe nod at them and say hello?
By introducing yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're introducing yourself, would you like shake their hand or would you just like smile at them or something?
Smile.
Smile. I kind of like what the Japanese culture does. They bow at each other. I feel like we should get into bowing.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. Ooh. Do you struggle to make eye contact with people?
But they don't normally have eye contact back.
Yeah. So that's one thing to note, since we are here in this program.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks here are on the autism spectrum. Some folks on the spectrum struggle to make eye contact. I do sometimes. If I just meet someone or if I'm having like a really personal conversation with someone, sometimes it's really hard for me to look at them. Do you ever get that way?
No.
No? That's good. I need to practice making eye contact. That's something I need to work on. If you are introduced to somebody and let's say their first impression...
Leadership.
What?
Leadership.
Leadership. What about leadership?
I can find the right person in leadership.
Oh. Wait, are you talking about like leadership in school? Like being part of leadership? Or just like the trait?
The trait.
The trait being a leader?
Yeah.
Do you think you're a good leader?
Well, I do Special Olympics Leadership Ambassador.
That's right.
Yeah.
Special Olympics Leadership Ambassador. What does that do? What does that mean? What do you do?
Help out in sports.
For the Special Olympics. I saw you in the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Your team won the game I watched. That was a good game.
Yeah.
You have a good hustle out on the court.
And there's two. We have an oath, and then we normally are on Zoom.
Okay, you have your meetings on Zoom.
Once a
What's
month.
your oath? Do you remember it?
Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Wow. Let me be brave in the attempt. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think we all need to try a little harder. And I think it takes courage to try because sometimes when we try, we fail. And I think people are afraid of that failure, so they don't even try. But to be brave in the attempt of trying, that's what real courage is. And there's no failure in trying. I like that. That's a beautiful message. Very cool. And we should note that we're dressed like professional businesswomen to make a good first impression for our first podcast. This is our introduction, and we want to make a good first impression. Have you ever met somebody who like gave a bad first impression and
Yes.
like you have? Do you ever like change your mind about that person, or do you feel like you're a good judge of character and like you know who somebody is?
It's kind of hard finding the right person,
Yeah. It is hard to find people
but
out
not
there.
the right person.
But not the yeah. There are a lot of people out there that I think it is hard to connect with them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is because of the social media, the phones. They'd rather be connected there than in real life, so they like don't even try.
Also, a point for hygiene.
Hygiene. Oh, good hygiene. That is very important. Because if you want to make a good first impression on someone, and if you're like introducing yourself to someone and you're like you have stuff in your teeth and you smell like BO, no one's gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So good hygiene is very important. So if we're introducing ourselves to people, this is the first time they're getting to know us.
Yeah.
Besides karate and besides our filmmaking endeavors, what else do you think is important that people should know about you?
I can't drive.
You can't drive. Why not?
Part of my disability is where I don't see very good due
Yeah.
to that disability and where I can't drive.
Okay. I actually can't see very good either, but I wear contacts. But when I take my contacts out and I'm like blind, like actually legally blind. Not legally blonde, but legally blind. Although
Hear that?
I am technically like legally blonde. I was born a blonde, okay? So when you are introducing yourself to people or like they're meeting you for the first time,
Yeah.
do you feel like talking about your disability is something you want to do, or is that something like you kind of hold off on talking about
When the time is right.
when the time is right? When do you think that right time is?
When just let the person know that you're the same person but born different.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your disability on the podcast?
Megalocornea,
Megalocornea,
intellectual disability.
an intellectual disability. So different from developmental.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your disability do you think is important for folks out there to know?
Beware of others by wearing. If someone's there, you gotta look out where they're going.
Do you ever feel like people maybe like judge you because of your disability?
Yes.
They get maybe the
Mhm.
wrong first impression of you
Yeah.
and they don't really understand, your disability, so they judge you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had
Did you ever face any like bullying in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that at all? We're getting deep on this podcast.
I do sometimes when I don't see very well. I get hurt easily.
Yeah.
Tripping up.
Oh, you trip?
Yeah.
So you're hurting yourself by tripping?
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. It's interesting since working here.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about disabilities. Mostly that we're all on the spectrum somehow. So I know your disability is not autism,
No.
right?
And it's not Down syndrome.
And it's not Down syndrome. It's its own thing.
It's not blind.
And it's not being blind, correct, which is a disability. It's good to note. But in terms of the autism spectrum, it is a spectrum. So we all fall on it somewhere.
Right.
I think, very few people fall on the end where they have like no autistic traits, and very few people fall on the other end where it's like 100% autistic traits. We're all somewhere on this spectrum. And since being here, I've kind of learned some of my autistic traits that I have, which, you know, I have some sensory issues with, like, if somebody is touching me in the same place, like, over and over again, I can't deal with it. So, and certain textures too. Like, I have this one baking sheet, and it's like I know these are really specific, but I have this baking sheet, and it's made out of this metal that's like kind of matte, and if I touch it, I can't do it. So yeah, I've learned that, you know, some of these sensory issues that I have are part of being on the spectrum. And I think it's important for maybe all of us, even the folks who consider themselves to be, you know, neurotypical, not on the spectrum, you know, hey, maybe you have a trait here or there that kind of does put you on the spectrum somewhere. Do you have any sensory issues? Like loud noises or anything?
Yeah.
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 Can't deal with like people talking over each other.
I can't deal with fireworks.
Oh, fireworks.
I can't deal with loud concerts.
Do you like going to concerts though, or do you not like it because it's so loud?
I do like concerts, but yeah, I like concerts, and then and the airplane when.
Oh, the airplane, how it like drones on and on.
And then when you land.
When you land on an airplane, are you the person that claps?
No.
Good. So yeah, let's talk more about our podcast. Why did we start this podcast, Hannah? For fun.
Yeah.
Because we like to talk to each other and hang out. And we have pretty much the same name, Hannah S. It just felt like it was meant to be.
And also, when you're going to errands and tons of other places, you gotta turn on the radio.
Yeah, you guys can listen to us when you're running your errands. That might be one of our topics, running errands. I like that topic. But yeah, each week we're going to explore a new topic and kind of talk about whatever we're passionate about, the topic, you know, whatever it may be.
Going on other podcasts.
And going on other podcasts.
Turning on the radio.
Oh,
podcasts.
Yeah.
Please, if you're out there, celebrities, please hire us. If you're out there on the podcast.
Yeah. Yes. While we're on the topic of introductions, we'd like to introduce ourselves to all the Hollywood executives who could hire us. I'm a screenwriter. I also direct, but do you think I'm a good director, actually?
Yeah.
You think I'm a good director?
Yeah.
What about my directing skills do you appreciate? She's like, I can't think of a single thing. What? I'll ask this.
Yeah.
What's a trait in a director that you don't like? Like if a director's on set and they're telling, like, you know, what do you not like to be told? Or is there like a certain style of directing you don't mesh with?
You know how when they're like on the computer?
On the computer?
Yeah. You know, on the electronics.
Oh, so they're just watching the monitor, but they're not like watching you? Yeah. Directing's hard. I mean, I think what I enjoy about directing is working with the actors.
Yeah.
And like, you know, playing with them. Like, let's try it this way and let's try it that way. And what if you stood here and came, you know, I like all that stuff. What I don't like about directing, and I think this is just like being an independent filmmaker, is that you also have to like do everything else too. Producing and creating schedules and all. I don't like that stuff. So, but yeah, we're putting a plea out there. We're introducing ourselves to all the people in Hollywood to hire Hannah as an actress extraordinaire. And me, I have lots of screenplays. I'd love to sell them to you guys. What else should we use our podcast platform for? Spreading world peace. I wish, man. What if this podcast does spread world peace? What would we do? Become like the leaders of the world?
Did you notice it's actually Women's Month?
March is Women's History Month?
Yes.
God, I forgot. So important. Is there any final thoughts about the topic of introductions, first impressions that we didn't discuss that you want to talk about?
Comment if you have any more podcast topics if you want to talk about for us.
So yeah, eventually we're gonna be rolling out our podcast with our new topic each week, a new hot topic each week. And eventually we're gonna have guests on.
We should have a live stream.
A live stream. But then we can't edit out all our mistakes and all of our like awkward moments.
We should have every single staff.
Have the staff on. So yeah, each time we have a guest on, they're gonna bring the topic to us and we won't know what it is. And they're gonna bring it and we're just gonna have to be like, I don't know.
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded? Not necessarily. I mean, maybe we could.
Anything else?
I don't know. I think we've made a good first impression. I think our introduction topic was a success, I hope. And I hope the folks at home got a little bit of joy out of listening to us chat. That's going to be what we do each week. We're going to chat to each other about a different topic. And yeah, feel free to comment or reach out if you have questions about our program, about our podcast, or about us, because we're pretty cool. I think so. All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.